All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well, and grace and peace to you elect around the four winds, believing and pushing this truth in all sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. This is your fellow servant, Rokaria from the GMS Orlando camp, coming at you with another impromptu lesson, another in transit. All right, now I just wanted to come with this exhortation, for you elect Akim and Akwaf out there. All right, it's time to focus. It's time to focus. All right, we're living in very perilous times. We're living in the time of the end, truly. And now's the time to lock in and hone in through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You have a lot of trivial, vain arguments that are taking place here in these latter days, that really don't pertain anything to salvation, don't pertain anything to the fulfillment of prophecy. And those are the things that you should forbear. Those are the things that you should put off, really focus and hone in on prophecy and what's going on in the planet Earth. All right, because the Lord is moving. The Lord is moving for the elect's behalf, pursuing Matthew the 24th chapter. All right, the Lord is speeding up these days, if you couldn't tell. And the Lord is truly working on the minds of these kings to bring forth World War III and to issue in Revelation 13 and 16. We're coming into that time of Revelation 13 and 16. We're coming into that time of World War III and Jacob's trouble. And now is the time more so than ever to focus, man. Focus, stay focused on the mission. The Apostle Paul, let me get it in the book of Timothy. All right, the Apostle Paul, said that he finished his course. He fought the good fight of faith. And that's the mission that's been set before us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is to fight the good fight of faith and to finish our own prospective courses. All right, and do it to the end. All right, through the faith of Yahweh Shai. Let me get this. This is 2 Timothy 4 and verse 6. It says, verse 5, it says, "But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry." All right, right now we're in the time of making full proof of our ministry. All right, making full proof of the ministry of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Speaking, teaching, warning, all right, of the impending danger of what's getting ready to happen. All right, linking what's happening in the earth to what's contained in the scriptures. We're in that time of making full proof of our ministry. The ministry that we've been given through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, "For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight, I have finished my course, I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing." All right, and we're in that time, man. We're in that time of fighting the good fight of faith. We're approaching that hour of temptation. Esau is getting ready to come down with that great wrath. Pursuing Revelation 12 and 12. This is things that you should be able to see, as you measure the time diligently, pursuing the second edge of the 9th chapter. Or you should be able to see what time we're in. You should be able to notice, the signs and the times and what's going on. All right, the devil is moving. All right. And with that being said, the Lord is moving as well. All right, and the Lord is moving speedily. Okay, he's increasing his spirit in the earth. He's increasing his spirit amongst the brotherhood, amongst brothers themselves. All right. He's increasing the tribulation. He's increasing the fire, that trial of adversity amongst each and every one of us. All right, to refine us and to get us to that perfect point of faith before he brings forth the destruction. All right, the Lord is moving like that right now. And it's time to focus, hone in, hone in on this ministry, hone in on the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All the fashion of this world, as the scriptures say, is getting ready to pass away. All the luxuries, the amenities of this life are getting ready to pass away. put your stake in the world to come. All right, put your stake in Yahushua's dominion. All right, our stake isn't in this world. Our stake isn't in this world, man. We don't hold any regard and any ties to this world, because we understand that this world is getting ready to pass away, man. Like it says in Micah 2:10, it's polluted. Everything that you receive in this lifetime is incomplete. Understand that. Understand that everything that you may receive on this side of life will always be incomplete. Whether it be wives, whether it be children, whether it be lands, resources, peoples. All right, everything that you receive on this side of life is incomplete. And in order for it to be complete, we need Yahushua. We need Yahushua to reign. We need that dominion of righteousness to be established in the planet Earth. So in Jeremiah 23:5, we need justice and judgment to go forth in order for this life to be complete. And it's a lot of men out here. I just did a lesson last night on this guy Alazar. And it's many men, not only him, it's just many men like him, who are pushing faithless doctrines here in these latter days. All right, pushing doctrines that are completely void of faith, that don't have Yahushua at the forefront and don't have the true message and gospel of the scriptures at the forefront. Don't have prophecy at the forefront. There's a lot of men like this rising up here in these latter days, and it's important to stay focused on the mission. The mission is, all right, to feed the Lord's sheep until we can't anymore, until the Lord removes, all right, this avenue, of teaching away from us, all right, through the internet and through these, the highways and byways, all right, to feed the Lord's sheep until we can't feed them no more, all right, and to strive for the truth until death. All right, that's our whole purpose. That's why the Lord awakened us and educated us again in this latter day, in this last lifetime. All right, to do just that. All right, to serve him to the best of our ability, to feed his sheep, to serve him in sincerity and in truth, and to strive for the truth until death. All right, to stand up for him against the evildoers, like it says in Psalms 94 and 6 and 15. All right, that's why we were born in the planet Earth. That's our purpose. All right, that's our renewed purpose, because it's always, Lord willing, we're the elect. It's always been our purpose. All right, but this is our renewed purpose, to strive for the Lord until death. You know what I'm saying? And so again, let me get this in 2 Timothy 3 in verse 13, it says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. All right. And for us, hopefully, like, it's time for us to continue in the things in which we've learned, all right, and been assured of. Okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we've received teachers, all right, fathers, spiritual uncles, and leaders, all right, that have guided us in the way of truth, that have guided us in the way of salvation. Okay, who have given us, who have guided us and given us, everything that pertains to salvation. All right, all the knowledge that we need in order to receive salvation. And these are the things that we are to continue in these latter days. All right, no matter how thick the darkness gets in the planet Earth. Because the scriptures say that in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, that, the darkness or the evil shall get so thick, roughly paraphrasing, that if it were possible, it may deceive the very elect. All right, we're coming into that time, man. We're coming into that time of criticalness. We're coming into a very critical time to where our lives are on the line. And make no mistake, our lives have always been on the line. And there's no but after that. The fact of the matter is, our lives are even going to be more on the line, in these up and coming days. All right, persecution is coming. Okay, the demonization of the Lord's saints, of the Lord's men. All right, betrayal, trouble. All these things are speedily approaching us. And these are parts of the ministry that a lot of Israelite groups like to gloss over, but it's a part of the gospel and it's part of the ministry nonetheless. And these are things that we have to go through in order to receive the kingdom. Like it says in Acts, the 14th chapter, in the 22nd verse, all right, it says, through much tribulation we shall enter into the kingdom. All right, and that's a part of the tribulation that we must endure, all right, and overcome, just like our forefathers, man, just like Yahweh Shai. It's no different. But these are the tribulations that we have to overcome and endure in order to receive the kingdom and the promises that were made to our forefathers, man. All right, we're coming into that time. Galvanize yourself through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Like it says in Job 38 in the third chapter, the third verse, gird up your loins like men. It's time to focus. All right, the things of this world don't fucking matter. All right, things of this world don't fucking matter. Everything that's going on in this world, all right, pursuing the entertainment, all this entertainment, this bullshit, this bread and circus, it really doesn't matter. On the grand scheme of things, the Lord has prophecy going forth in the planet Earth. All right, you have men waking up, springing up like the willows amongst the willow courses. You have the truth, all right, springing forth at an all-time rate. All right, you have men popping up around the four corners of the globe under the banner in the name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Okay? You have the truth going forth throughout the four corners of the globe like the Lord said it would before he brought the end. You have the minds of these kings being stirred up to bring forth World War III. You have wars and rumors of wars. You have pestilences. You have earthquakes in diverse places. The Lord is sending storm and tempest. The love of many is a waxing cold. All right, alongside Revelation 13 and 16. Okay, all these things are happening. At one point in time, these things were just, words, that the men of the Lord spoke very frequently. But as it stands this day, these words are starting to turn into reality, and are a reality for the majority of people on the planet Earth today. So with that being said, it's time to focus, man. It's time to focus and hone in on the mission that we've been given through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, which is a mission of endurance and a mission of faith. All right. And it's nothing that we can't do. The Lord wouldn't give us a mission that we can't accomplish. The scriptures say there's no thing too hard for thee, roughly paraphrasing. The Lord wouldn't give us a mission that we couldn't complete, just like our forefathers, just like Yahweh Shai. All right, the Lord, and just like Job, okay? The Lord gave all his men missions that were hard, that seemed like they were impossible. But on the grand scheme of things, there were missions that the Lord knew that his men would overcome ultimately. And that's the position that we find ourselves in today. We're a part of a mission. We're a part of a journey, a calling. All right, that is bigger than us, and that is possible to endure through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. But it's time to focus. Take your salvation seriously. Take yourself seriously. Take this ministry seriously. All right, take this knowledge seriously, because everything that's being brought out, all the points that brothers have through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, all the videos that are being brought out, all the arguments that are being brought out, all the heresies, all the breakdowns that are being brought out, all the exhortations that are being brought out through the spirit, the history, all these things are being brought out for the perfecting of the Lord's saints. Lord willing, we be at that number. All right, and it's perfecting us for the time that we're getting ready to enter into. All right, which is a time that is not afar off. All right, a time that is not afar off. It's a time that is speedily approaching us. And that time is the time of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. But it's nothing to fear. It's something that the Lord is not put before us to fear, but it's something that the Lord has put before us to prepare for. You understand? To prepare for, and to overcome ultimately. But with that being said, that's all I have. Lord, wants to edify and to elect. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakwadash, and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Grace and peace to you elect around the four winds, believing and pushing this truth in all sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Shalom. Stay up.